Thanks, Jaden. So, why do gurus teach this? What I'm going to talk about today is labels and titles. So, when it comes to labels and titles, we come into this industry and we're taught to have a pitch, a sales pitch of some sort, or something like that. Lily, bananas and cheese, love it, love it, love it. So, we're taught to have these labels and titles. And when it comes to these labels and titles, we're taught all of this other stuff. Now, before I go on my little rant of bullshit like I normally do, what I want to do is I want to actually show you some stuff that I recently saw online. I engage a lot with social media. I read a lot of forums on Reddit. I'm also an online gamer, so I hear a lot of stuff when I'm playing games inside of communities as well. And I really watch the hypnosis industry and the coaching industry quite closely because unfortunately it is an industry that is prone to attack. When I first came into this industry, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to join all these amazing people that are going to help me because they're all on the same alignment of me of wanting to heal and wanting to grow and wanting to help people." Wow, what a load of bullshit I told myself back then, because honestly, all I've done is been smacked in the face for the first couple of years for choosing not to be mediocre and having some form of opinion. I must admit, my tone could probably be used to adjust that a little bit. But anyway, back on topic. So when it comes to these labels and titles, we're taught by these gurus all about sales pitches, etc. So I want to show you one that recently I just saw on Facebook. Now I have cropped the names out of this of people. Because I do not want to cause anyone any form of embarrassment, because it's not that you're doing it wrong, it's just that there is a better way of doing it. So one of the questions on the forum is, what do you do? How do you answer this question? Now, this is in a big hypnosis community. So the question is, what do you do? How do you answer this question? And this is some of the responses. So one of the responses was from a guru that I actually did some training with, and they said, "I help people out of pain." Well, go you. Go you. A second response was, "I help people recover from anxiety disorders, depression, PTSD, and phobias." Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, it's pretty specific and pretty clear. "I teach mind control," which got a couple of thumbs up and a couple of love hearts. Another one was, "I help people gain control over their anxiety and break free from unwanted habits. I do it with hypnosis and other effective change techniques." Now, all of these responses are usually being taught by some guru that's telling you about search engine optimization or using keywords to get your conversation across. And it's called conversational selling. So I completely get why it is that they're doing this. But let's go back a couple of steps, okay? So before I show you my response, I want to tell you a bit of a story. So when somebody asks you, "What do you do?" it's because they're genuinely wanting to have conversation. Okay? If you're in the doctor's surgery or something like that and they're asking, "What do you do?" it's because they're genuinely wanting to have a conversation. They're actually trying to ask you personally, "What do you do?" It's not like, "Hey, how much is that laptop?" or some shit like that. They're genuinely one human asking another human what you do. And then these gurus are teaching us to go straight into sales pitch, okay? We're going to go straight into sales pitch. We're going to create curiosity, and then we're going to get this hook in. I feel like this is really a bit of an unethical practice, and it's something that really needs to stop. It's not like you've gone into Harvey Norman and you're like, "Hey, who's the customer service guy?" You don't have to always have a sales pitch. That's just it. Now, before I go into the response of my answer, I want to show you a picture, okay? So I want you to have a really good look at this picture for just a moment. Now have a really good look at that picture. A lion will never have to tell you it's a lion. Let that process for just a moment. Now let me show you my answer. This was my answer. I am a hypnotist. Australians don't stuff around. And it's true. At the end of the day, I just tell people I am a hypnotist. When somebody says they're an accountant, you know what they do. When somebody says they're a surgeon, you know what they do. When somebody says they're a doctor, you fucking know what they do. It's as simple as that. But when I go back to these responses that were up the screen just before, "I help people out of pain." Well, good on you. How do you do that? Okay? We don't need the sales pitch. Just cut straight to the truth and the honesty. Be that genuine person. Because when it comes down to somebody genuinely being asked, "What do you do?" You just provide a genuine answer. It doesn't have to be a sales pitch answer. It doesn't have to be something fluffy like, you know, I teach people about anxiety and depression. Well, just say you're a fucking teacher then. Be done with it. Just say, I'm a teacher. I help people with anxiety, depression using hypnosis. You don't even have to go that far because guess what? They didn't bloody ask. That's just it at the end of the day. I had this discussion with a lady in New Zealand just yesterday, and she was talking about her blog and how her blog title needed to be this huge thing, like, you know, this huge thing. And I said to her, I said, your blog title doesn't need to be this huge thing. I said, it just needs to be genuine. Write something genuine. And that's what I'm coming down to when it comes down to this, is just be genuine, okay? Thanks, Annie. Thank you, Annie. Absolutely. I just say I'm a hypnotherapist. I've had training that says I save lives. Really? You save lives? Go you. Go, you know, like that's one of those things that when people start saying I save lives, I'm thinking, you know what, do you jump out of a helicopter and get people out of the water when there's a shark attack or something? But if you said to me, I save lives, that's what I'm thinking. And then you say to me, like, you know, because through hypnosis, bang, my rapport has just started dropping right there, going, oh. I met a gentleman quite a few years ago when I actually had started training as a massage therapist. And I said to the gentleman, because he was a client, like, you know, we were practicing, and I said to him, what do you do for a living? And this guy told me he was a ceramic hydraulist, hydraulics or something like. He worked in ceramic hydraulics or something like that. And I said to him, oh, what is that? And he said, well, basically, I clean dishes in a kitchen. So just say that. Don't be a douche about it. Because all of these misconceptions and this douchebaggery as such is what's creating all the misconceptions. That's just it. So just tell people, I'm a hypnotist. I'm a hypnotherapist. I'm a stage hypnotist. Cut straight to the chase. If someone is genuinely interested in what you're doing after that, they will ask more. If they're not genuinely interested, they will create an opinion rather than a question. Now, if they create the opinion, just be done with it. Move on. Like I said before, a lion doesn't need to tell you it's a lion, and it doesn't care about what your opinion is because they know who they are and what it is that they do. It's as simple as that. So, how do you answer the question? I'm a hypnotist. 3 simple words. And if after that the person then turns around and says, oh, really? I don't believe in hypnosis? That's okay. Be done with it. That is an opinion. The conversation is done. That person's not interested. If they turn around and they say, oh, wow, yeah, I watched a hypnosis show once, then continue the conversation like a genuine person that just wants to have a conversation with another person. It doesn't always have to be the sales pitch, okay? So be the lion. Don't be like those other people that are the sheep. That's the difference. All right, so be real, be true, go out there and be absolutely amazing. You don't have to be anything else whatsoever, okay? So you don't have to be anything else whatsoever. Okay, it's as simple as that. Just be real and just be you. Now, for those people that do wish to go into a more relaxed conversational selling, I do have a course called Conversational Selling. So you go to pellenandpalmer.com, courses and freebies. Down the bottom of the page, this conversational selling course will teach you how to remove the fluff. It talks about how to come across fluently. So I am a hypnotherapist, or my name is Trish Palmer. Okay, and then it talks about how you should talk in an adjective way so that is natural. You don't always have to go for the sales pitch, but go for the curiosity so that it can lead up to someone going, I actually have someone that can help, that you might be able to help. Good stories sell. So become a good storyteller rather than a sales pitcher. So if you want to jump onto that course, I will throw that in the comments. It's only $12, and at the end of the day, it's a no fluff, no bullshit course. And you know, it will talk all about what you want to label yourself when it comes to your name, your adjective of who you are, and how to not put in the bullshittery. Okay, it's as simple as that. So otherwise from that, my beautiful angels, go and have an amazing day, and remember, be true, be yourself, remove the fluff, because we have enough misconceptions in this industry as it is without adding it to our own labels and titles. All right, my lovelies, I will catch you in the future. Okay, bye bye.